Welcome to the Manager Lab, where we delve into the increasingly dynamic world of talent management. In each episode, we will unravel key insights, break down the most relevant books and articles, and provide actionable tips to optimize your approach in developing and retaining top talent. Stay tuned for a deep dive into the art, science, and strategy of unlocking your team's full potential. Let's enter the Manager Lab. Pressure moments define careers. A single decision, a high-stakes meeting, a critical presentation, or a make-or-break performance with all eyes on you. Today's episode draws lessons from an unlikely leadership teacher, a record-setting NFL kicker. In professional football, kickers live in pressure. One play, no margin for error, millions of people watching. The HBR article Lessons from a Record-Setting NFL Kicker on Performing Under Pressure explores what separates elite performers from everyone else when the stakes are the highest. And the good news, these lessons apply just as much to managers and teams as they do to the football field. Okay, so what's the big idea here? The big idea is pressure is predictable and therefore trainable. One of the kicker's core insights is this: pressure isn't random, it's predictable. Elite performers don't hope pressure won't show up, they prepare for it intentionally. The kicker describes pressure not as fear, but as a signal. That signal says this moment matters. And so instead of trying to eliminate nerves, top performers train their response to them. The manager takeaway here: pressure at work, tight deadlines, difficult conversations, big decisions, those things are inevitable. What separates strong managers is not calmness, but preparedness. So there's several lessons here that we as managers can take away. Lesson number one, build a repeatable pre-performance routine. NFL kickers rely on a precise, repeatable routine before every kick, whether it's practice or a game-winning attempt. Why? Because routines reduce decision fatigue, they anchor your attention, and they create familiarity in unfamiliar moments. When the pressure spikes, the routine becomes a mental safe harbor. So for managers, high-pressure moments at work often lack structure. So whether it's delivering tough feedback or presenting to executives or managing a crisis, without a routine, stress takes over. And so the tool here is to create pre-pressure routines for common leadership moments. So before tough conversations, for instance, write the outcome you want. Identify one clear, resounding message that you want to deliver. Take 3 slow breaths. All right, that just calms you down. And then before high-stakes meetings, perhaps review your opening sentence, because nothing is worse than stumbling right out of the gate. Clarify the one decision that you need to make, and then ground yourself physically. Feet on floor, posture up, make sure you're ready. Encourage your team to do the same things here. Okay. Lesson number 2, control the controllables. The kicker emphasizes obsessing only over what he can control: his stance, his breathing, his mechanics. Not the crowd, not the weather, not the scoreboard. And then pressure increases when attention drifts to things outside of your influence. So when his attention drifts to the crowd or the weather or the scoreboard, that's when that routine gets disrupted. So the manager takeaway here is, under stress, teams really fixate on executive reactions or market conditions or what competitors are doing. This erodes performance because those things are out of our control. So the actionable manager tool here is, in pressure moments, ask, what is within our control right now? And then name 2 or 3 controllables and refocus the team there. This restores agency, and confidence, not focusing on things that are outside of our control. Lesson number 3, train under simulated pressure. Elite athletes don't just practice skills, they practice pressure. The kicker recreates game day stress in training. So they have certain time limits or consequences or distractions. So when the real moment arrives, it feels very familiar. For managers, many teams only experience pressure in real time, which makes mistakes more likely. So the actionable tool here is to create pressure simulations, run practice presentations with interruptions, role play difficult employee conversations, conduct crisis drills for critical processes, normalize discomfort in learning environments so that performance improves in the real ones. Okay, lesson number 4, detach identity from outcome. Perhaps the most powerful insight, elite performers don't tie their self-worth to a single outcome. The kicker focuses on execution, not perfection. Misses are going to happen. What matters is recovery. When leaders tie identity to results, teams become risk averse. They're afraid to speak up. Psychological safety goes down. They become less resilient after failure. So the actionable manager tool here is, after high pressure moments, debrief with 2 questions. What did we execute well? And what would we adjust next time? So avoid blame, emphasize the learning. Key takeaway for managers here. Here's some core lessons to remember for all of these tips. Number 1, pressure is predictable, so prepare for it. Routines stabilize performance. So focus on creating really good routines. Focus on what you can control. And then practice under simulated stress, separating your identity from the outcomes. Pressure doesn't disappear at higher levels of leadership, but skillful response to pressure can be learned. The difference between average and elite performance on the field or at work is rarely talent alone. It's preparation, it's mindset, and it's training for the moments that matter the most. Well, thanks for listening. And until next time we meet in the Manager Lab, do good work.